This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the General Command of the UAE Armed Forces announced that the martyrdom of 2 soldiers while performing their national duty as part of Operation Restoring Hope, who have been laid to rest. According to the news agency WAM, the bodies of Emirati servicemen Sergeant Nadir Mubarak Isa Suleiman and Lance Corporal Suleiman Muhammad Suleiman Ad-Duhuri, who were martyred in Yemen, arrived in Abu Dhabi on board a UAE Air Force military aircraft. On arrival, a number of high-ranking officers from the UAE Armed Forces welcomed the bodies with a special military ceremony at Al-Batin Executive Airport. Serviceman Suleiman Muhammad Ad-Duhuri was laid to rest at Dibba Al-Hisan Cemetery following funeral prayers for him at Sheikh Rashid Mosque on Friday. Ad-Duhuri died of a heart attack while performing his national duty as part of Operation Restoring Hope. A funeral prayer was also held for the Emirati serviceman Sergeant Nadir Mubarak Isa Suleiman, who died of a heart attack while performing his national duty. A crowd of worshippers and mourners carried the martyr's body from the Saif al-Falasi Mosque in Al-Warga area to the Al-Ghasais graveyard, where he was laid to rest. In a move to ease the congestion on Sheikh Zayed Road, the Roads and Transport Authority has announced that a separate toll will be charged for both Al-Safa and Barsha Salik toll gates from Sunday, the 19th of February 2017. Roads and Transport Authority has separated the link between the 2 Salik toll gates at Al-Safa and Al Basha, such that the toll fee will be charged every time a vehicle passes under each toll gate starting from the 19th of February. Earlier, drivers were charged only 4 dirhams if they crossed both the gates consecutively within a short period of time. However, from Sunday, there will be a separate charge of 4 dirhams per crossing. According to the RTA, separating the link between the 2 toll gates has been decided following an extensive study and assessment of the current traffic to keep the Sheikh Zayed Road as an express traffic corridor that meets the needs of road users. It also comes at a time where the RTA has finalized the improvement of the Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road, marked by the opening of Al-Hud interchange between the Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road and Al-Yalayis Road. As Abu Dhabi prepares for its 3rd Abu Dhabi Tour cycling competition, organisers have announced the timings of the road closures for drivers to plan alternative routes. The 4-stage men's cycling competition marks its return for the 3rd edition next weekend, featuring a lineup of some of the best cyclists from around the world. The first 2 editions were held in October. However, this year the race takes place in February and has also increased the total distance from 555 kilometres to 672 kilometres for the 2017 race. As part of its measures, organisers and authorities have announced the timings of the road closures to facilitate the race throughout its 4 stages. Stage 1 of the race runs entirely in the desert, with the first and last parts of about 45 kilometres on straight, wide roads. Once in Liwa, the riders will face the first immediate sprint, and the roads in Madinat Zayed are expected to close from the start of the race from 12:30 in the afternoon. Stage 2 moves on to the Nation Towers stage, and the route passes close to the Sheikh Zayed Mosque and reaches Shakhbut city, the site of the first immediate sprint. The final part of the stage is raced on the Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Highway towards the Abu Dhabi Corniche and the finish line. Commuters can expect major closures along the Corniche Road from 3 p.m. until after the end of the stage, closed to 4:10 in the afternoon. The 3rd stage comprises both urban surroundings and mountains. The first part, inside Al Ain city, is all on wide roads with roundabouts and speed humps, and is followed by a second part in the desert along wide and predominantly straight roads. Roads can be expected to be closed from 12 noon as it crosses areas such as Al-Muwaiji, Swayhan, before ending in Jebel Hafith by 4 in the afternoon. The closures are all conducted on a rolling basis and will be opening up after all riders have crossed the areas. After assessing thousands of pieces of art submitted by children from across the world, organisers of the Sharjah Children's Biennale have announced winners of its 5th edition. At an awards ceremony, the organising committee of the 5th edition of Sharjah Children's Biennale announced the 3 winners in each of their 3 main categories, which included environment, architecture design and fantasy and reality. Organisers announced that they had received entries from 1,663 children from around the globe, only 785 of whom qualified to have their artworks exhibited at the Sharjah Art Museum from the 15th of January to the 15th of February. Announcing the winners in the individual submissions, the winner of the environment category was Fatima Suraj Alman from India, while Zamzam Al-Akhtar Bil Tayyib from Algeria came second, and Fatima Isa Muhammad bin Qadib of the UAE won third place. In the fantasy and reality category, Hind Abdullah Al-Mail from the UAE clinched the first place. Maryam Fatima Adib Khan from India secured the second place, and Nada Saud Rabi Al-Anizi from the UAE came third. The Biennale conveyed a message of hope, peace and love to the entire world by embracing artworks created by children from the Zatari refugee camp in Jordan and the Dar Zaid orphanage in the Maldives. Competing with their peers from around the world, these children secured 2 of the top 3 places in the group submissions of the environment category. According to the president of Sharjah Children's Biennale, through their artworks, the children sent heartwarming humanitarian messages of love and hope for peace and solidarity.
Majority of the awards were from the children from the UAE, and they all won fair and square. We also had international winners from India and other countries as well. The Sharjah Biennial always focuses on embracing children's art, love for art, and ensuring that to put them on a platform that they can actually create. So it's amazing for us to see that we can impact these children from all around the world, and also we've had around 7,000 plus visitors to the museum, which basically reflects on the great success that the Sharjah Children Biennial has become today.
The Indian community in the UAE celebrated the achievements and the successful journey of the Indian film industry during an audio-visual musical event held under the title 100 Years of Bollywood in Dubai on Thursday. His Excellency Anurag Bhushan, the Consul General of India, and over 1,300 guests and members of the Indian community attended the event held at Sheikh Rashid Auditorium, which featured various dance and musical performances by acclaimed Indian artists and singers. While stating that the aim of celebrating the 100 Years of Bollywood event in Dubai is to uphold the spirit of togetherness in the community, organisers highlighted that 100 Years of Bollywood is a signature event which was performed over 250 times around the world, including in many places such as the UK, US and Australia. And as the Indian community is spread across the globe, the event attracted a huge response time every time, even in the UAE, where it was performed many times before. The popular Bollywood event featured many performances, including 15 popular songs of each decade since 1950, and also included songs by famous hit pair singers, including Lata Mangeshkar, Muhammad Rafi and Kishore Kumar, among other famous singers. The Indian film industry, which is one of the largest in the world, producing over 1,200 films annually, celebrated its anniversary in 2013, while the year 1913 saw the first truly authentic Indian film being screened by Dada Saheb Phalke's Raja Harishchandra, when Indian cinema officially took the centre stage.
100 years of Bollywood, when we started the show, see, Bollywood is a basic part of our being. You know, we live with films, we sing with films, and an Indian person cannot live without music. So Bollywood is a part of it, and we have a great history and heritage. Hindi films have been going on for 100 years. We started in 1913, where Dada Saheb Phalke did his first film, Raja Harishchandra, till date. So ये सिलसिला तो चलता ही रहेगा. And why it is popular? Because, you know, when we go through this journey at a very different plane, a person also goes through his own life journey somewhere at the background. And we associate many events of our own life journey with different films unknowingly.
And finally, in the bulletin, tennis fans in the UAE can now brace for 2 weeks of competitive battles at the Dubai Tennis Stadium as the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Championships begin this week. Dubai's tennis festival kicks off with the WTA tournament, which returns for its 17th year, as organisers and the players reveal the official draw for the tournament. This year's tournament features a 64-player draw and has a total of 6 of the top 10 players and promises to be a nail-biting spectacle. As per the draw, fans can look forward to a potential semi-final contest between world number 5 Dominika Cibulkova and world number 2 Angelique Kerber. However, the stars are also expected to meet world number 16 Elena Vesnina and world number 17 Barbara Strykova during the opening few rounds. Meanwhile, on the other end of the draw, fans can expect an interesting matchup between Denmark's Caroline Wozniacki and Gabrielle Muguruza quite early on in the tournament. Fans will, however, certainly expect to see the Polish star Agnieszka Radwanska to repeat her 2012 brilliance, who could potentially face Karolina Pliskova in the semi-finals. According to the organisers and the players who joined the draw ceremony, there is plenty of action to look forward to in Dubai as the women seek a positive start to the 2017 season.
This year the field of players looks pretty strong, so I'm looking forward. It's going to be a good level of the tennis for sure, so looking forward for the good crowd and good tennis.
Finally, I'm having a good results in singles and doubles together. It's really difficult to play both. As the girl said before, the competition is really strong and it's very difficult physically and mentally, but yeah, last year was a great year for me and very memorable, and I hope to do even better this year.
I just try to work hard, improve, and enjoy at the same time. I know it sounds like we all say enjoy, which is tough because it's a very tough sport and what we do, but it's possible to enjoy as well, and that's what I'm working on, kind of, in every aspect of the game and to improve, and that's the main part, and then hopefully the results will follow. So try not to focus so much on it.